American MMA fighter Tony Ferguson was hospitalized after losing to compatriot Michael Chandler at UFC 274 on Twitter. Cucuy was discharged from a local hospital and sent home, the journalist added. Ferguson lost by knockout for the second time in his career. In a duel with Chandler, Ferguson fell into a deep knockout when he missed a powerful front kick to the jaw in the second round. For several minutes, UFC employees helped the American wake up, get and get out of the cage. Ferguson vs. Chandler. The fight began with a 1-minute reconnaissance which was interrupted by a left blow against Cucuy. Chandler was knocked down. Ferguson completely cleaned up the course of the fight. Iron was mowed down and smeared a lot, and Cucuy met the failures of his opponent. Since the stand-up fight was for Cucuy, Chandler changed tactics and made a pass to the legs, but Ferguson's sharp elbows were waiting for him in the stalls. It took Michael a while to get in control, but he managed to open a cut near Tony's eye. At the same time, Chandler himself developed a hematoma under his eye. As Michael later admitted, his eyesight was crippled due to the fact that he was shocked in the first half of the round. Despite a successful takedown, Cucuy looked more spectacular. It seemed that the whole fight would take place in vain. However, at the beginning of the second 5-minute period, Chandler sentenced his opponent and sent Ferguson into the deepest knockout with a football kick to the chin. This knockout of the year is probably one of the best in UFC history. We probably saw the end of Ferguson's career. Tony had never received such a painful defeat. After this, they do not come to their senses. What happened with Tony? 0.01% of people could have predicted such an outcome. Tony Ferguson himself was not ready for kicks to the head, but Chandler caught him. If you look at it, Tony fought well. He was well prepared. It seems to me that if it was not for that blow, then Chandler could have shut in. At least Ferguson interrupted him. In this manner, on his hands, he interrupted him. Chandler threw himself at his feet and he didn't do very well on the ground. I personally think that Ferguson will be given another chance to at least leave with dignity. Yes, he is defeated, but he has defeats from tough fighters as well. He fought all the top 10, even the top 5. He hasn't had a fighter below the top 5 in recent times. If some top 20 came out now and did what Chandler did, then yes, one would think about it. And that's early. If we remember the same UFC, fighters like Randy Couture, at what age did he become a champion for the last time? At 46. Quite late. The same Dan Henderson dropped young people to the right and left. Take the same light heavyweight division. There is a very old champion now. Glover Teixeira is 42. Therefore, when compared with them, Ferguson is still normal in his age and he is still very relevant. He shows interesting fights. He is an extraordinary fighter. He has his own flair. What he does is something that no one in his weight class is capable of doing. And few people in MMA do this. I wouldn't want him to finish. There are a lot of fighters there. Of course, he is in a very bad situation now. We can't even imagine what is going on in his head, and of course, he is very worried, and what remains for us to do is to support him. I think he will cope. It's Ferguson Cucuy, and it says it all. For Cucuy, this is the 4th defeat in a row. Chandler broke his losing streak and called out Conor McGregor. The Irishman has no right to refuse such a challenge. Lightweight is the liveliest of all living even after the departure of Khabib Nurmagomedov. What do you think about it? Write your thoughts in the comments and thanks for watching.